Imagine getting banned for something that didn't happen yet. And this is what happened to this VTuber. Have you guys heard about the fact that Twitch has been really cracking down on their streamers and mainly VTubers? They rolled out a new enforcement policy that they clarified where they stated that they will be banning lolly and Shota creators that do NSFW content. They also have been going after VTuber hips as well. These are things that unfortunately we have known for a long time that Twitch has been against. They have just now put it pen to paper and posted it in their TOS. They've kind of like wrote it down now. Here we have this VTuber who goes by the name Little Nii. Their handle is Little Nii, I think is how you say it. I'll just call them Nii for short. They write, join your zombie mummy emoto for some Halloween fun time. New outfit reveal tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. EST with a little video of their sneak peek new outfit. And people in the comments are so excited. Mia writing, we got your back, Nii. Soda writing, so cute, pink skirt and bandages, yada, 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 right? And then this tweet happens, posted by streamer bans. Twitch partner Little Nii VT has been banned. And this was on October 15th. The stream didn't even happen yet, allegedly. And the streamer got banned. We have Twitter user Anti writing, so a VTuber is going to do a stream with a new Halloween themed outfit. They didn't even do that stream yet, but Twitch banned her regardless. Makes you wonder if Twitch staff saw that tweet themselves and took action. They had written, I don't think the Twitch staff liked this tweet, and Nii writes, I didn't even stream or have my Twitter on Twitch. Cute and Comfy writes, Twitch now does bans before any violations are done. Pre-crime for a future violation you never did. Minority Report is real. The system is never wrong. Maybe she broke TOS elsewhere. As far as I know, Twitch does not have a TOS that says they can enforce bans if you break TOS on other platforms. But their TOS says you agree to not violate any law, contract, intellectual property, or other third-party right to not commit a tort and that you are solely responsible for your conduct while on the Twitch services. I'm only scrubbing a little bit of it, but it so far doesn't seem like, hey, we can ban you for breaking TOS if you didn't go on Twitch, but you're on different platforms. So yeah, there could be a situation where maybe she went into somebody else's chat, broke TOS in somebody else's chat, and that's why she got banned. And it wasn't her own stream that was the issue. There could be a possibility of that, right? Because we wouldn't ever know for certain. Twitch is never going to explicitly tell you. So this was a tweet that Little Nii made. This looks to be potentially about the most recent ban. I could be wrong though, because I don't see this on their account. So Nii had written, I'm speechless, this is my 4th suspension. None of my VODs have been saved for weeks. Last stream was also just my IRL self. I just iced cookies and it had safety shorts, what the hell? My Twitter also isn't even linked on Twitch. I'm doing everything to follow the rules. Just what the F. And the Twitch ban says, hello Little Nii, Twitch is committed to keeping our community safe, blah, 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 blah. The reason they're banned is for youth risky. And youth risky is kind of like a catch-all term that Twitch uses to ban VTubers that they deem to fit into the lolly/Shota category. That's kind of how they've been flagging VTubers. We've covered other VTubers that have been banned in the past, and their ban reason was listed as the same, as youth risky. There's people who've been also debating the ban that's happened to Little Nii and just the bans on lolly and Shota models in general. We have this tweet that's made by Butter Beer Kegs writing, it's become abundantly clear lolly/petite indie models are a problem. I'm not here to debate how you feel about them. My issue is, if it's to protect minors, why are many of your top streamers allowed to be smexual? The 18+ label does fuck all to keep it hidden from the masses. Showing Little Nii's tweet that is now gone, which I believe it was the tweet that we just read. B adds, I want to spread this because smaller indie VTubers are getting hit hard with these suspensions and they should be able to have their voices heard like Shondo did. What makes this even crazier is the streamer also does IRL and Fansly. You'd think they'd be into her. Guess the banner is a hater of the itty bitty community. Also, I feel like I have to make this point clear after a few comments. I'm aware the actual intention isn't to protect minors. It was sarcasm and being facetious because large corporations never actually care about people. It's all about their brands. I'm merely pointing out hypocrisy. And yes, that is exactly very, very true, right? When it comes to situations like this, where companies say, we're doing it for your own good, I feel like I don't have to tell you that that is cap. I guarantee you, companies do not give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about me. The only people they care about is their investors, money in their pockets, and sometimes their biggest creator, like top people. I would just say, don't think that companies care about you and don't operate as if companies care about you. They do not. So let's see what some people had to say. Ginny Mercury writes, what's worse for Little Nii is she's getting hit for her IRL self being petite. So much for body positivity. B says, I did see that she streams IRL. Didn't know flat chests weren't ad friendly. Or I don't really imagine that the bans would be due to how she looks like IRL. I think the potential issue would be due to the model itself. And that's something that it's like, Twitch will not be happy unless her model would change proportions essentially. Other people like VFrog, you write, are you guys purposely trying to avoid the point? They are only punishing VTubers who look and appear like children. I know most VTubers don't fall into this category. V says, at this point, just say that lolly VTubers aren't allowed and cut your losses. Their written guidelines are still ass. This is a lot of words that I'm gonna have to censor, but the Emperor's Naked writes, if you're really asking, then I'll explain. Selling, I guess, your genitalia as an adult woman is okay. Selling it while looking like a literal child is not. And please spare me the hypocrisy. Every woman on the internet is ultimately selling sexual innuendo, if not straight up smex. And B posted a photo of what looks like Goku in a suit, writing, bait used to be believable. And Nabara adds, we already know that Twitch is filled with hypocritical, holier-than-thou, e-thought simps that hate VTubers. The real problem is that VTubers haven't abandoned the platform when there are alternatives aplenty. They lose every right to complain. B says, Kick harbors some pretty shit streamers, so people don't want to be associated with that. YouTube is barely better. That leaves maybe Rumble, which barely anyone uses. I get wanting to establish an audience with a larger site. Hopefully we get something better soon. And Yumi Pill says, you're talking into a void here. Twitch just wants to target lolly Twitch streamers because ages in art are impossible for them to prove and ages of people are easy to prove. This is a legal gray area for them, and to be lazy, they just ban what they think is young looking art. B says, yeah, it's more venting frustrations at this point. I admittedly have mixed feelings about lolly art, and yes, that's ironic considering my Oshi. I just hate moral gray standing from a place that has no right to do so. From a business perspective, Twitch as a platform is going to do everything in their power to cover their butts. I'm not stating that this is fair, right? I'm just speaking from Twitch's business lens. Twitch as a business, the thing that they care about most is to stay profitable, or step one, be profitable because they're not, and two, stay around. Those are their two goals. So how do they be profitable? They've been trying to implement changes to make their platform profitable. The changes are ranging from various levels of questionable to slightly less questionable, but they're making these changes, okay? Secondly, they want to be around for a long time, okay? How do they be around for a long time? They make their investors happy. They have people they need to appeal to be around. And as a result, Twitch as a platform will want to do everything in their power to keep their platform clean and appealing to specific audiences. Twitch as a platform will have their biases, and as a platform, they will always err on a side of, they would rather be safe than sorry. That's the better terminology, right? This is my tinfoil hat conspiracy theory because I do not work for Twitch, so I am not speaking for Twitch. I am speaking as part of my conspiracy theory from me. People are probably a little hesitant or whatever due to the legalities of having art that is questionable in age. The thing is, you can claim all you want that the puppeter of the VTuber model is over 18. But if you use that VTuber as an avatar, and that VTuber's age, the model's age, the age of the artwork, falls into a legal gray area, Twitch will give you a middle finger. Twitch has shown that if you err in the side of the gray area, they would always err on the safe side and ban you. Twitch will always err on the side that favors them. And if your content is even remotely risky that they deem legally, they will ban you. Okay, hear me out though. A lot of us creators might feel, if you're on the other side, right? You might feel like, oh, but like, why is Twitch doing this? Shouldn't they care about us creators? From a business perspective, they do not care. They want to stay around as a business, and as a result, they will make choices that favor themselves as a business. And from a business standpoint, it makes sense. Do I think it's fair to the creators on the platform? No. Right? They should be more clear about what they're doing and bans, whether they allow things or not. I think it's not. I think them clearing up the enforcement rules is better because now they've been more clear about what they allow and what they do not allow. But at the same time, if something is not allowed, then explicitly say so and then just implement all the rules. I do think with Nii's content, there could be an issue due to the fact that they have a fansly. I'm not going to show it, right? Because I'm not going to show people's NSFW content. Nii is over the age of 18. So they're over the age of 18. They are built petite, right? And they have a fansly. And I am somebody who I'm saying, like, it's your body, do whatever you want with your body. I will not judge you whatsoever for doing NSFW content. But Twitch deems Nii's model to be considered questionable in age. So I think for Twitch's case, they probably saw the model and then this creator does NSFW content on the side using their IRL body who's over 18. There's like a muddy distinction between the two now because they're blending together. And Twitch's new TOS states that if you have a lolly or Shota model and you do NSFW content, they are not going to allow it. So there is a gray area again with like doing NSFW content with your actual person rather than the model, which it looks like Little Nii does it with their person and not the model. Twitch hasn't clarified a distinction there. And I think this is just an edge case scenario. But as of the ban that happened to Nii, potentially that could be why. I'm not Twitch, right? I can't speak for Twitch. I'm not going to speak for Twitch. I think that's kind of where this is going to go. And I think potentially another reason could also be because they have an NSFW hashtag. They do NSFW content, and their model fits the definition of a lolly. Twitch is going to see this, and Twitch is just going to give you a middle finger. And this is something that I feel like we're going to see more and more and more, right? We've already seen it happen a lot with many other creators, and we will see this going on in the future too. This is going to be something that will continue to happen. This is a thread written by Bunny Peep, who wrote, "This whole lollytuber thing feels like maybe we should start defining very clearly what's right and what's wrong and standing up for it. Yes, it's about the girl who got banned over, quote, just making cookies on stream, end quote, and I'm tired of brushing shoulders with these people." Bunny writes, "I don't think there's anything wrong with having a petite model or having a cutesy model with big eyes or flat chest or whatever. I'm 5'2" and unfortunately don't have big boobies, so my model reflects both of these. But obviously there's a huge difference between my model and the model of these lollytubers. The other thing about it is how you use it. There's a large population of people that are very casual about liking kids, and that's so terrifying. I'd like to bring this image again." And they cater towards this audience pretty openly. With a screenshot from Urban Dictionary writing, "Needs correction. A word used by," I can't say this full word because it will get me in trouble, but like lolly enjoyers, when a lolly is in, quote, need of correction, end quote, usually meaning corrective R word, commonly used alongside other words that I really do not like to read. You can use your eyeballs for this. Usually calling themselves Emoto and being very openly sexual and fan servicey while also pretending to be younger than they actually are. If this is your kink, this is not the space to explore it. That's the kind of kink you keep to yourself and bring up on therapy, LMAO. The worst part about this is how most of these accounts tend to have pretty big followings. It's scary to think about the kinds of spaces they are creating and how much encouragement of these behaviors can affect real children. I am also sick and tired of people pretending like it's just innocent fun and ignoring it. I am tired of it and also tired of pretending I'm not mad about it. The VTuber community doesn't claim you, you sick fucks. Go away. That is all. I'm sorry, I've been mad about this for so long. It's been brewing up and the situation really irked me. The people this is about started finding this. I'm gonna take a nap. Let me know if their balls spontaneously combust." Yandere Bunny says, "I've seen so many lolly VTubers and it gives me a bad taste in my mouth." Bunny says, "It's been awful for so long and I don't want to pretend like it isn't anymore." Buana writes, "Crazy how this needs to be said." And Bunny writes, "I know, right? It feels oddly like uploading a tutorial on how to boil water." Nyx Hesperia writes, "I love when they say, quote, you're the sick one, you can't tell the difference between real children and fictional ones, end quote. So are you saying that it's okay as long as it's fictional? So you are attracted to children, but it's not hurting anyone because it's fictional?" I do wish Twitch was more clear, right? Like from the get-go, they did write that lolly and shota VTubers doing NSFW content is not okay, but I wish more clarity, like specifically, this is allowed, this is not allowed. These proportions are allowed, these body proportions are not allowed. By proportions, I basically mean head to body ratio, not like chest inness. But like, you know, there was a little chart that was like, once you reach about like 2.5 heads or 3 heads to body, then Twitch is starting to get a little iffy on you, right? The whole thing about this situation being fair or unfair, it's always up to debate, right? At the end of the day, Twitch as a social media platform has decided what they deem to be okay and what they deem to not be okay, and they're going to enforce it along those boundaries. If you still want to create, then you have to play by the rules on their platform, or you just move to a different platform. Those are the two options that you're kind of left with. And here's the thing too, a lot of creators have said on Twitter, they've been like, fuck the rules, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I love sticking up a middle finger to things that you feel like are unfair, that is restricting you as a creator, as a person. But you also have to understand that if this is your career, you are making an extremely risky move to do so, because all Twitch is gonna do is ban you and look the other way and not care.